The sea ice crumbled beneath my feet. With my two cubs, I searched for footing in this fragmented world. My weakest cub struggled to leap between the shattered floes below, desperately trying to keep pace. He knew all too well, losing my protection would mean a death sentence. In this rapidly melting ice sea, he faced obstacle after obstacle. Even when there was no ice floe left to land on, stopping meant certain death. Without a moment's hesitation, the little one plunged into the frigid water. My cub's body was still lean and weak. From this moment, he could succumb to hypothermia at any time. This is the main reason nearly half of all polar bear cubs don't survive their first year. Now I faced a choice: prioritize the stronger cub and continue the search for food, or slow down and wait for the weakest to catch up. The little one fought with all his might. Just as he let out a desperate, low cry, I turned and ran back. No mother can ignore the cries of her child. Seeing me approach, the cub struggled toward the edge of the ice. Though he tried with all his remaining strength to climb, his nearly exhausted body made the task seem impossible. But this time was different. I no longer stood by idly. I gently leaned down, gripping the scruff of his neck with my teeth. The pressure just right, not enough to hurt, but enough to provide support. Finally, with my help, the little one scrambled back onto the ice safely by my side. It was a close call today, but this experience taught the cub a vital lesson: never give up. This accelerating melt is rewriting the future of the polar regions. Winter gave way to spring. Both cubs under my care successfully grew a year older. Now I lead my one-year-olds to scavenge along the beach. Teaching them to find food has become my daily task. Without the aid of sea ice, we must learn new ways to forage. When I was young, we only endured 2 ice-free months. Now that period could double or even last longer, meaning we face prolonged hunger. So I must teach my cubs to identify anything that can serve as food, to distinguish what is safe to eat from what must be avoided. But even for an experienced mother polar bear like me, it's hard to recognize this industrial waste we've never seen before. Ocean currents carry plastic and pollutants from distant continents to the Arctic, often mistaken by us for food. It wasn't long before one cub got tangled in a thick nylon rope. Without outside help, it would struggle to free itself from this deadly snare. Fortunately, this tangle wasn't too complex, and the young bear managed to escape. But some threats are hard to guard against. Industrial waste like plastic sheets is often ingested by mistake. These chemicals accumulate in our bodies, damaging our health and can even cause death. Facing an increasingly harsh environment, I, along with other Arctic natives, are struggling to adapt. It's the only way to survive in this rapidly changing ocean.